When we turn our gaze away from samsara, particularly in meditation, is that we know that after my meditation is over, my gaze will return to samsara. And so that person who is gazing, the consciousness that gazes at samsara is a samsaric being. The person who is gazing at interior is not a samsaric being at that moment, particularly if it's a very deep meditation, is that their gaze is not focusing, the outer world disappears for them, and they're gazing because it's new that their concentrated gaze is happening internal. So back and forth we go. Samsaric being, not samsaric being. It's not an enlightened being, but it's just, at that moment, it's not a samsaric, and back and forth. And then we decide who's in charge. So the samsaric being, the person whose gaze is fully out here and alert to everything that's going on and not looking inside at all, is the one who says, well, this is the world. This is the reality of my world and my life. I choose to look inside during meditation. So this meditation is a samsarically driven discussion with yourself that uses your free will to choose to gaze, but with the idea that shortly I will return to my real world. So you know, it's like you can't win. You can't win. It's that, and this is why I say, yes, things are real, but not the way you think they are. So this way that you think they are real is also comprises the person who has made the decision to become enlightened. So as we go on, and this answers your question, as we go on, is that we become more like the mind, the mindset that does not hold so much value in the samsaric aspect of our own mind. If it continues to be this really real person, and these are all the things that have to be done, and this is, if it's that person who has been making all the decisions, then this is one kind of a spirituality. If we gradually become more like that inner being, that meditative being, who is dealing with the world as it is, then that is the one that is in charge. Remember, too, that your conscious mind only comprises 5%, thereabouts, of your whole consciousness. So when we are spending our entire life in this outer consciousness method, that we are living small. We're living small. When we are gradually being reabsorbed into our actual consciousness, then our consciousness is working with the world and going to work and taking care of things, but not in a way where things feel so very solid anymore. And I think this is where most meditators are. So depends upon the kind of spirituality that you are interested in.